The Ghost Story Channel.
Gunfight at the OK Corral, a ghost story by Drac von Stoller. Copyright June 4th, 2024. Sarah and Mark planned a trip to visit the famous gunfight at the OK Corral and watch the reenactment of the gunfight between the lawman and the outlaw cowboys. Little did they know that this trip would be one that they would remember for the rest of their lives. The moment they arrived at Tombstone and got out of the car and stepped foot on the abandoned streets, they felt as though they weren't alone. Immediately, ghostly figures were in hot pursuit, and if that wasn't enough to make them run back to their car and head back home, they noticed something even more unsettling. The town itself seemed to be changing around them, the buildings flickering between their modern-day facades and their 19th century appearances. It was as if the very fabric of time was unraveling, pulled apart by the spectral violence that had erupted in their midst. "Mark, look," Sarah gasped, pointing at the Crystal Palace Saloon. For a moment, it stood in its original glory, gas lamps flickering in the windows, the sounds of a player piano, and raucous laughter spilling out into the night. Then it shifted back to its restored state, a silent monument to a bygone era. "It's like the whole town is being pulled back in time," Mark whispered, his voice filled with awe and fear. "We're not just fighting ghosts, we're fighting history itself." They ducked into an alleyway to catch their breath, the moonlight casting long, twisted shadows that seemed to reach out for them like grasping fingers. Sarah leaned against a wall, her heart pounding, when she felt something wet and warm on her hand. She looked down and let out a choked scream. The wall was bleeding. "Oh God," she whimpered, pulling her hand away. The bricks were oozing a dark, viscous liquid that smelled of iron and gunpowder.
The next part coming soon.